Hey guys, it is Coach Lou, and I want to wish all of you a happy Friday night. And I just wanted to give you an update. I'm very excited because I'm beginning today the third week of the Ultimate Reset. That means I have starting tomorrow. I have 6 more days, and then I'm done. And I have to say this was a really fun thing. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, and I've lost 16 pounds so far. I think I lost most of it in my face. I don't know. I guess I had a fat head. But seriously, it wasn't bad, and I wish I had done it sooner. And that's going to be the same thing I'll say for many different things. But the only reason I didn't do it sooner, there were two reasons. The first reason is I had a coffee addiction up until February. And I don't know if many of you remember, but I was drinking close to 8 cups of coffee a day, which is just wrong. So in February, when I had surgery for my torn meniscus, I weaned back on the coffee, and I would have just a third of a cup of coffee a day, and now I have no coffee. If I were going out or something like that, I might drink a cup of coffee, but it's not an addiction anymore, and I don't even really like the taste anymore. When people make coffee in my office, I actually get repulsed. Go figure. But that was the one reason, because you're really not supposed to drink coffee on the Ultimate Reset, but it says in the book that you can. You can have some. The other reason was I was worried that, um, in terms of a social point of view, I wouldn't be able to go out and do things with other people if I was eating specialized food. And I'm very fortunate to have gotten the support of a certain someone who's really been behind me with following the reset. And I haven't been, let's just say I haven't been put in situations where I would be tempted to stray from the path. And as far as what the reset involved, it was really not hard to follow. And I spent about $200 in groceries for the what I thought was going to be the first week, but I didn't spend any money in groceries the second week because there's so much food on the reset that I have a lot of leftovers, and I think I made some smart choices during the first week that a lot of the dishes would require the same ingredients. So that's a pretty good thing because I think a lot of people are afraid to do the reset on grounds that it might be too expensive. But the money I spent on food is also for food that's still in the cupboards that I'm going to use periodically. Like, I'm talking bags of nuts and different Asian seasonings and so on. Those things are not being used up for this reset, so I can't even say that it was $200 of food just for the reset. But as far as what's involved, the dishes were very simple. The first day was the only day you get to eat meat, really. It was a salmon dish. It was remarkable. But over the course of the first week, you wean your way off of meat and dairy, and then over the course of the second week, you're not really using grains anymore. And here I am in the third week, and it's really just fruit for breakfast, and it's vegetables for lunch or salad, and dinner is grilled vegetables, and I feel wonderful. I didn't get headaches except for maybe a couple of days going into it, and they weren't really headaches. They were more like almost like the feeling you get when you maybe just feel like a little tension, and like you ever go through a day where you don't drink enough water, and then you say to yourself, I need to drink more water. I have a headache. And then you drink some, and you feel better. I would get that in the beginning because there are droplets of one of the supplements that you put in your water to oxygenize the water, and I read that that would maybe give you a little headache. But I'm making a mountain out of a mole. It really was nothing. It went away, and it didn't happen again. So you eat 3 times a day, and the food is amazing. I love cooking, and I pride myself on the fact that when I was doing this, I tried to make the dishes the way they made them because that was fun. And the meals are amazing. The meals are filling. You're not just eating like a bland piece of lettuce or some vegetables. I mean, they show you how to season things, and you're in you're in like a 5-star restaurant in the Middle East or Asia eating some of the food that they tell you to eat. But one of the things I quickly caught on to was that when there were days when I couldn't cook because of time, or if I had to work late, I was able to use the same ingredients and just make the dish a little simpler. And I think I can share that experience with any of you if you want to try this. I'll be able to help you plan your meals. And if there's something you can't find on the ingredients list, I'm gonna tell you right away what works instead. The As far as the supplements go, you take certain supplements before each meal, and they're mostly herbal supplements, and you take a couple of pills in capsules. They're gel capsules, vegan, and you put minerals and oxygenizer in your water, and it's distilled water, and you drink this. Then you wait a half hour, and then you have your breakfast. And you don't drink while you're eating your meals. You let your stomach just do its work without the added water in it. I don't know if that makes sense. That wasn't a very scientific way of saying it. I'm sorry, but I'm just trying to make the point that if you follow the plan, you get the results. And I did not think I was going to lose more than a couple of pounds, and I can't believe the scale says I'm 16 pounds lighter. That's a big deal for me because I I've been at like a plateau for almost over a year. I had great results with P90X, and then I did some Insanity, and that was wow. And I found that after that, I was just maintaining the results that I had, but I knew I wasn't finished. And those of you that know me in person, you know I'm a big guy. I'm not built like somebody in the show Spartacus. I'm built more like an '80s wrestler, and I'm a grown up too. I'm content with myself, but I always like to improve myself. But the point I'm trying to make is, I'm the guy who eats right, and if I see I'm doing something wrong, like if I'm not sleeping enough, I fix that. I start sleeping more. If I see I'm drinking too much coffee, I fix that, and that takes care of that. If I need to take in more calories of the right food, I fix that. I ate perfectly. I've been eating perfectly for 3 years. I very rarely had cheat meals, but I had them when I needed to, and it worked great. But I felt like I was plateauing, and I had a bigger problem too because I'm doing everything I can. I'm using Shakeology every day. I drink Shakeology every day, and I love it. And I'll tell you a bit about that in the reset too. But for the moment, the problem I had was my blood pressure. And now I'm doing the reset, and my blood pressure is going down, as well as the scale moving. And I know I didn't lose 16 pounds of fat. It must have been some really bad stuff inside of me, and I feel as though my body was like a car engine, and the engine wasn't running right because the filters were dirty, and the valves were clogged, and the oil hadn't been changed, and there was sediment on the bottom of the gas tank, and all these little things make your car run like crap. So my car was running like crap. So I do the ultimate reset, and now I feel wonderful. I don't feel tired. I feel like I have a lot of energy. I must sound like I'm high in this video, and I'm sorry, but I feel so good. I'm so proud of myself for doing this. This was a big accomplishment for me. It's not even over yet. It's over as of next Thursday, and I'm loving it. I love the food. I love the results I'm getting. I love the energy. Um, you don't get to work out when you do the reset, and there's really numerous reasons, but the two big reasons are you don't want to put yourself in a situation where your body's creating lactic acid, and that takes away from what your body wants to do for the rest of your body, because it's going to then focus energy on building muscle. And that really is the same reason as the second reason. The second reason is you you need your body to be focusing on the results of the reset. You need it to be doing what it has to do in the first week, doing what it has to do to detox you in the second week, and now I'm rejuvenating myself in the third week. I'm putting in the good bacteria, the good things. The supplements are intended to reintroduce back into my body things that maybe were taken away through years of using processed foods and living in a polluted environment. But as far as not doing the exercise, the first couple of days I was a little angsty, but I think I needed a break from slamming dumbbells around and jumping around like a cat. I didn't mind it. This was the first time I stopped doing workouts for more than 4 days, and I think I gave my body a good rest. And I don't feel a diminishment in strength. And today's Flex Friday, so I'm going to give you a little pose. Obviously, I haven't lost any muscle mass. Got a nice bicep there. Yeah, that's a bicep. That's how it looks. So at the end of the day, the reset helped me. It was a great thing. But I also want to reach out to everyone on our team and Team Motivate and our team and Team Infinite and tell you guys that you're some of the best coaches in the world. And I love what you guys do and how we help each other. And many of you gave me some good pointers. And I'm very grateful to you for all of that. And I love the support. There's not a negative person in the group, and it's just wonderful. I also want to reach out to everyone in the Resistance and tell you guys that you guys are amazing as well. I commend you for working out so hard, especially with T25. I mean, we have the challenge group for that, and it's popping off the walls. It's amazing. Our P90X challenge group is going very well too. Everything is working great. Everybody that comments and posts on a daily basis, I know you guys are paying your dues and you're doing the right thing. And I sometimes get a little frustrated because you guys are so good at what you do that sometimes you don't even have problems. You don't fall off the wagon. I feel like you all understand how important it is to stick to your nutrition and to follow the programs and to do your workouts and to be a positive person. And all of these things build you up because attitude is altitude. And I think it's amazing that all of you don't give up. And if you're in this group and you did have a problem and you have given up and you've fallen off the wagon, don't be shy. Just come forward. We're all here to help you. No one's going to beat you up. You're going to feel down on yourself, and let's just get back on track. Let's just swim forward. Let's just make this happen. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm wearing a t-shirt that I got from the Warrior Dash, and I love this shirt. And it was a little snug when I first got it, and I wore it home on the airplane when I flew home from Ohio after being with my great friends Julie and David and LaShawn and Rachel. And I feel like it's getting loose, and I want to cry sometimes. I love when I see improvements to my body. It makes me feel like a better coach when I can show you through example that I'm also paying my dues. It's very hard sometimes to do what I do when I had plateaued, and I thank God for my unbreakable spirit, because I really don't know what it's like to quit anymore. I will never quit. I will never give up. I just don't know what it's like to quit. So, all right, I'm rambling on and on. I love you guys. I want you to have an awesome weekend. I want you to keep doing what you're doing. We're going to start having some great contests in the challenge groups. So you want to be in a challenge group, and you're not going to win the contest if you're not busting your ass. You're not going to be eligible for prizes if you're not busting your ass. So let's do this. Let's try and figure out what we want to do. And as far as the Resistance, you know the drill. If you want to get great results, if you want to get in the best shape of your life, yeah, you've got to work out. You've got to eat right, and you have to stay motivated. And I can motivate you. I can give you everything. I can put pretty pictures of muscular men and beautiful women pulling ropes, and they look really good and everything, and pictures of what to eat and what not to eat. But you've got to motivate yourself. You have to do it. You need to post every day. You need to post what your workout is. You don't have to post an embarrassing picture of yourself if you don't want to. You can. It'll help you. But you've got to put in the group, you've got to write down and tell yourself, I can't wait to go home and do the Asylum tonight, or I can't wait to go home and do Fire 60. And then when you do the workout, you've got to post again or reply and say what you did and what you thought about it. You've got to log in your workouts in the Super Gym. You've got to stay connected. If you do all of those things, you're going to motivate yourself. You're going to motivate others in the group. It's an exponential growth process for everybody. It just works amazing. I think sometimes when I put really powerful posts in the group about the workouts I'm doing, everyone just assumes I'm trying to motivate you. I'm also trying to motivate myself, because I need it too. I'm flesh and blood just like you guys. I'm not a superhero, I put my pants on like everybody else, one leg at a time. Little reference to the cowbell skit there, I hope you remember. But that's all I want to say. Peace out, guys. Have a great night.